why you might have to wait a little longer for a taxi at the region's biggest train station. Rail passengers hoping to hail a cab at Bristol Temple Meads tonight could find it difficult because from today taxi drivers must have a permit to pick up there.
The permits cost £375, but many drivers have refused to pay. This morning, some of them went to court to try to stop the train operator from imposing it. Our Bristol correspondent Rebecca Broxton is at Temple Meads station for us this evening. Rebecca, how busy has it been there?
Well, throughout the day, First Great Western's new taxi permit scheme seems to have been operating relatively well. There have been very few queues outside Temple Meads, but the big test comes tonight with the return of the commuter trains from London, and already there are queues building up. There are only 130 licensed taxis allowed to use this site today. And we are seeing tonight a shortage. There's just one or two in the taxi rank at the moment. Now, speaking to the taxi drivers here, all those here tonight have bought the permits at a cost of £375. Those who've refused to are being turned away. But I have to say the majority of drivers I spoke to have said they've only bought them under duress. And there were one or two here tonight who simply refused to.
Hackney carriage licence that allows me to pick up from the rank. Well, that should allow me to pick up from the rank legally.
So you're
Otherwise, I might as well be private hire. I'm picking up illegally.
So you're not going to pay?
No.
I don't blame just First Great Western, I blame the council as well for not supporting the licensed taxi drivers where they got a duty to.
I'm not happy about it, but I ain't got no choice, so I've had to buy it.
So, Rebecca, some of those taxi drivers went to court today. What happened?
Well, from what I understand, a union representing some of the taxi drivers tried to take out an injunction against First Great Western introducing this licence scheme today. Now, the case was heard before a judge at Cardiff County Court. Now, I understand the request was refused today, but tonight I've been told the case is likely to go back to court next week, and First Great Western will need to provide evidence as to why they want to introduce this scheme. But speaking to a representative from First Great Western tonight, they said they had no knowledge of any legal action.
This is the first we've heard about an injunction. We're obviously glad to hear that if there was one, it's been refused. But this is the first we've heard about it today.
Well, of course, it is early days for this scheme, and how it affects passengers, well, we'll tell that in the coming weeks as more and more trains come in and we see whether queues like this one here tonight continue to build up. But the drivers say they haven't given up hope of forcing First Great Western to abandon this taxi licence scheme.
OK, Rebecca Broxton from Temple Meads railway station in Bristol.